heavy-laden. For days it had snowed on Count Freyga's abode. Darkness began to creep, tight shrouding the stone tower of Vermare Keep. Barrow by the road in silence stood, echoing rituals many knew, few understood. Blood offerings for heathen gods to hark upon its windswept stones, sinister and dark. The mountain folk believed the Barrow had ears. It had an evil sway, unbroken through the years. This Christian man had learned, not lightly to take, as did the dreaded pagans who dwelled above the lake. Behind each man thick looming darkness waited. The Count's guest, a traveling priest, gloating and inflated, was offered to rest his flabby thighs beside the fireplace. He chattered on about rich cities with palaces full of grace. His hands of Freyga covered in his father's blood, kneeling by his dead body in the cold oozing mud. 3 autumns ago, up at the mountain lake, hidden by a boat, the heathen's arrow sticking gory from his father's throat. He recalled his father's hair slightly stirring in the lake, as the countess' pain cries above kept all anxious and awake. Lingering then in Freyga's mouth was the taste of death. Upstairs his neighboring wife struggled with the firstborn's birth. That taste of death was in Count Freyga's mouth now, while the priest mumbling seemed to cast dark spells somehow, like a fat black spider that emanates dark and evil haze. As to his frail wife's moans, Freyga hearkened in a daze. Freyga grabbed the priest and led him to the heavy door, out onto the rising white mountain road, redolent of yore. Unsheathed his sharpened sword and shoved him out the gate, to the Barrow whispering low of the priest's looming fate. High amongst whiskey clouds stood the familiar star shape, regarding sternly from above the snow-filled landscape. The warrior gleaming its 3-starred belt so bright, awed me, Odin and the silent mortals poised above to smite. They slowly walked upon the crusted snow, the silent one's grim gaze heavy cast down below. In the perfect stillness of the crisp's frozen air, Odin glared down in scorn at the priest's despair. Dread gripped the priest's soul, in vain did he pray, as Freyga his head forced back, his open throat to slay, his belly slashed, splaying innards, blood and gut. Upon the Barrow's altar, its dark dry stones unearthed. The gutted corpse fell forward over the altar stone. The earth heaved, voices went past, chilling to the bone. The sky became as one, the stars grew dim and dark. Odd Count Freyga stumbled back, his face drawn and stark, as though a veil was lifted and he could breathe at last. The gods of old had hearkened, his fate was sealed fast. Freyga did what must be done to appease the silent one. At last his wife of 7 and 10 years had given him a son. Freyga and his son after him stood, venerated and respected, on lasting vellum by grateful monks, well fed and well protected by the Count's great flocks and the Count's mighty sword, true staunch defenders of the holy church of our Lord.